Hello and welcome to my channel to Plan For. Today I want to share with you my travel journal kit. So that's basically everything I will be taking with me on my next big vacation. I will be going to Korea for 3 weeks and I definitely want to preserve this wonderful experience in my travel journal. And I will show you what supplies I take with me to do that. So for the journal itself, I will be using this Louis Carmen. I got this notebook last year, a little bit before Christmas, because I got actually 2 of them. One for myself and the second one for my travel companion. It was the Christmas present for her. And the idea was to have both a matching travel journals so we could share this activity together and create something we can have later on to remember this amazing, or hopefully amazing, journey we take together. My travel companion has never done any kind of travel journaling before, so for me it's also an attempt to introduce her to this really fun activity, and I hope we will enjoy it together. And when we journal together, I think it would be nice to, I don't know, share or write in others in the journal of the other person. And then years later, when you look back, flip through this journal, I think this would be really nice to remember this experience. So, as I said, I bought this Louis Carmen last year, and when you buy a new notebook, you can choose 2 inserts to come with it. I chose a dot grid one because I do like some kind of guidance for writing straight, but I also like to put a lot of photos and ephemera in my travel journal, and I think this just works out nicer with a dot grid than with a lined one. So the second notebook is actually a lined notebook, and I won't be taking this one with me, but what I did is some pen testing in the back of this notebook, and I have to say I was disappointed a bit because I expected this paper to be way more fountain pen friendly than it is. I mean, it is okay for most fountain pen inks, but definitely, as you see, not for all of them. So I tested a few different inks here and just wanted to see how they perform. Some of them bled through a lot, others only a little bit, but in the end I found 2 inks I can use on this paper and which don't bleed through. I will be using for my journaling 2 different fountain pen inks, permanent or pigment inks. Firstly, for my main writing ink, sepia brown from Diatramentis, and then I have a second fountain pen to make accents, or I don't know if I want to write something down that pops a little bit off the page, and that will be with Diamine Burr, which was part of the Inkvent 2025. Okay, so this is my journal, 1 insert, and I will be taking also this cotton bag with me. I mean, it came in this bag. I think it's just nicer to have something to put the notebook in, because I will be taking this notebook with me all day long, put it in my backpack, and usually also have a bottle of water in my backpack or other things that might not damage, but might not be perfect to get in touch or in contact with the leather. So I want to have something to put it into to protect it a little bit. So that's the journal. Now for my other supplies, I think I will start with removing everything first, and then we go through it item per item. So I think that's everything. Okay, this is actually not a lot, but I think it's everything I will need on this vacation. All my supplies will be in this Lockbee pen pouch, and it's actually not that big, but it fits quite a lot, so perfect for this purpose. I already mentioned I want to take 2 fountain pens with me. I am a fountain pen enthusiast. I always write with fountain pens. It has always been my go-to writing instrument for, I don't know, more than 30 years, 35 years, something like that. And usually I don't write with anything different than a fountain pen. Sometimes a pencil, but I was always a fountain pen person. I wanted to have 2 matching fountain pens. A little silly, I know, but it just makes me happy to have them together. So if you haven't seen it, that was what I did in my last ink lock check-in, and those are the 2 inks I will be taking with me. Let's see. Yeah. In here I have this Diamond Burr ink, which I already mentioned, and the second Lamy All-Star has sepia brown from Diatramentis. This one has a medium nib and the other one a fine nib. I think that gives additional variation, and Diatramentis inks are really wet, so a fine nib is just perfect for me for the long text writing, and as I said, the other one is meant to be more for special notes on a page. I have them inked up, but as I said, I will be on vacation for 3 weeks, and I assume I will need to re-ink them, usually, well, at home, but at home I write more. Complete converter lasts me about 3 days if I more or less exclusively write with this pen. I definitely won't write that much in my travel journal, but still, 3 weeks, 1 full converter won't last. So I have in here, well, that's the original bottle. Just filled something in this sample vial. That's definitely more than enough. And the other ink, as I said, was part of the ink vent 2025, and it already comes in this small, nice, handy bottle, and I don't need to put anything in a sample vial. I just take it as it is, and then I have definitely enough ink with me. My friend has no journaling experience or travel journaling experience, so I'm taking a few pens for her because I don't know if she will bring, well, I assume she will bring at least 1 pen, but maybe she also wants to have some variation, some different pens, different colors to write with. And I know she prefers not to write with a fountain pen. So I got two Zebra Sarasa clip pens, 0.5. I don't know what the exact color names are, but one is a darker brown and one is blue. And then also that's a black gel pen. Oh, this one, what is it? Yeah, Pilot, a V-ball, 0.7. And then this Faber-Castell Metallics marker, Asphalt Cowboy. It writes a bit thicker, doesn't say how many the millimeters up here, but it is something I usually use for the date or titles in my regular journals. I thought might be nice to have this one with me as well. Then I will also have a pencil with me. Pencils are always good to have, I mean, just to plan the page, or I don't know, if I write something and I want to draw in some space to leave blank, to put in a photo later on, or whatever. I mean, a pencil is always good to have. Pencil only makes sense if I have an eraser and a sharpener, so those two also come with me. And I got a few colored pencils. Honestly, I don't know exactly why. I just thought it might be nice to have something additional to put some color on the page, because what I won't be taking with me this time is my watercolor kit. Usually I take my watercolors with me, especially, I mean, if I travel by myself, because then I have a little bit more time to do something like that. But as I won't be traveling alone, it might be a bit boring to watch me do my watercolor stuff while the other person is just waiting. So thought maybe not this time, but at least some colored pencils. I don't know if that's a smart idea or not, but I'm just taking them and let's see if they will get used. So that's it pen-wise. What else do I need? So let's put away what we already talked about. Here. A ruler is always good to have. Maybe for measuring where to place a photo, or just nicely space the text on a page. I always like to have a ruler with me, and that's a small one. Also nice for ripping some stuff if you want to have kind of a straight edge. So handy. Next, I have these rather useless scissors, but I will be traveling only with one carry-on bag. I have learned to enjoy traveling with very little stuff to carry around. I mean, we will be going to Korea, but there I think we will visit at least 6 or 7 different places, have to change hotel, maybe additional flight to go somewhere. So it's always good just to have not too much to carry around. And usually I just do my laundry during a vacation a couple of times, maybe once a week, and then everything I need fits in my carry-on bag. But that also means I can only take things with me that are allowed in my carry-on bag. And scissors that cut well are usually have two long blades, and you can't take them with you, so I'm taking this scissors with me. I don't know by which. Oh, actually, they're by Midori. Yeah, but I mean, it's better than nothing. But I might get a pair of cheap scissors once we're there, because yes, they are scissors, but they're no fun. At least I have something. What else do I need? Correction tape. It's always good to have, and I checked this MD paper correction tape is actually a good match. I have it here for this paper color. So take this one with me. Then some glue tape. This one is almost empty, and I think this tape runners, I'm not quite sure if they're called like that, but I think glue like that, it's nicer because you can use it on all paper types. Sometimes this glue stick is too moisturous for very thin papers or things like that, so just take those two with me. And I mean, if we run out of glue, I'm sure we will find some, but I mean, you get really a long way with one of those. And this one is pretty new. I think I've only used it a couple times so far. Next, those paper clips. Everybody who has used some kind of traveler's notebook or similar style of notebook, be it Travelers Company, Louis Carmen, Paper Republic, or I don't know, there are a million different brands. It's always nice to have some clips to keep the pages open. So I'm taking two of those with me. I usually only need one for myself, so I have a second one to share. And then finally, my photo printer. Printing photos for me is a very important part of travel journaling. Usually I limit myself to about 2 photos per day. So let's say it like that. I hardly ever go above 2, but sometimes I have less, maybe only 1 photo, or maybe none at all, because I just take cutout photos from brochures or magazines, something like that. But I like to put photos, if I use some, immediately on the page. I don't like to do this at home, so that's something I need to take with me. And actually one rather big part of my suitcase will be filled with photo printer refills. We'll be there for 21 days, and I'm just calculating roughly 2 photos per day. So let's say 40 photos, and that's for 2 people, so we're up to 80. And one refill has 10 sheets of photo paper, so I actually got 8 refills with me. I don't know where you can buy, or if you can buy those refills in store there. Actually, I have never seen these specific refills in any store here, neither in France nor in Austria. I have always ordered them online, so I don't know, I don't want to run out of photo paper while we're there, so I'm taking a lot of refills with me. But I plan to use this space when I come back with souvenirs. And yeah, because I assume strongly we'll use up all the refills. Okay, so that's also in here. And I think that is everything. This too I will put in here later on again, but for the security control at the airport, I just will put them in this little plastic bag for the liquids, and then once we arrive, they come in here, so I have them always with me. Yeah, so this is everything I'm taking with me for my little travel journal kit. Two main differences. Well, this time I'm taking a different notebook. Previously I had my Traveler's Company Love and Trip. This one stays at home this time. No watercolors. Yeah, I think those are the biggest differences. Okay, so hopefully this was helpful. Maybe it helped you to decide what you want to take with you. I definitely can recommend this bag, but I have made a few Lockby product review videos. I'm a big fan of this brand, and especially for this purpose, going on a trip, on a vacation. I like the sturdy material. It's easy to clean. It protects the things in here, so I'm really happy with that. And that's my travel kit. It is quite a bit, but it is still small enough to carry it around with me all the time, because that is an important part for me for travel journaling. I want to do this on the go. So maybe during the day, when you sit down at a cafe, take a couple minutes, write down some experiences, or just take a quick break and put the moment on paper. I know a lot of people do travel journaling kind of at home, or at least at a later point in time. But for me, it's really something I want to do when I'm there. It's all the moment I feel the atmosphere of the place, or I'm seeing something strange, amazing, interesting, new. I want to put it there. I mean, this feeling, it's just something so hard to recreate for me later on. And that's why I will be putting both those things in my backpack, carry them around with me all day long. So that's why I also try to keep this kind of as compact as possible, to make it portable and still have everything with me what I need during the day. Yeah, that's it. And once I'm back from my vacation, I will definitely share with you my travel journal, and maybe also some stationery I will get in Korea, because it's definitely also a good place to get interesting, high quality stationery. Then, thank you very much and have a good day. Bye.